Alright, time for another UPC. I actually had this guy for a little bit, I just haven't really, decided to pull the trigger on doing its video yet. If you're new to the channel, hello. If you're not, and you've watched any previous videos, you might know that I was sick for a little bit. Fun fact, I still am. I think I'm just dying at this point. I think it was in the Christmas video where I mentioned that I was sick, or it was somewhere around there. Yeah, I was ill for about 2 weeks, then I got better for about a week, and now I've had it again for about another week. I'm starting to think that I'm just allergic to winter. Anyways, Greninja box looks a lot better with the plastic removed. Probably easier to get a thumbnail photo with it, because mine kind of sucked. There's a chance that on this video I'm just going to use a stock image of this box, which I try to avoid doing normally. That's a neat design, okay. So you have like 2 pages that open up with this. Okay, well, everything's falling out now. It honestly really cool, but it would take a lot of work if they could make this like a latch on the back end, and so you have to like rotate that to unlock the 2 doors. That would be cool, but they didn't do that. And man, what a display. Okay, so you were here. I have to like tilt it back a bit. Oh, okay, that's supposed to be like that. Oh, it's tilted, that's why it immediately fell out. So that's supposed to be there. That goes there. I have to tilt it back further. Things are still not working for me. Wow, it's a miracle these things fell out, because I could barely get them back in. Oh, is that how they're supposed to go? That's how they're going. I don't know, this was like kind of centered, I guess, just kind of in front of these. Bam, look at that beautiful display! Oh god. I'm just gonna pull it all out. Neat box design, though. I'll say that, at least. Then again, I'm a sucker for anything Greninja. So we have this, L piece here. We got a hammer. Oh, hey! What do you know? Using it as a hammer reveals a prize. We have the Greninja coin, and yeah, it's a Greninja. I'm happy that of all coins, this one doesn't have any of those ugly print lines that you tend to get very often with the Pokemon coins, and the pattern on it really helps with that. Also, ignore the black tip on my finger, it's a blood blister. Neat. I was at work and managed to do that using my own thumbnail. Like, my own thumbnail, which has since been cut, pressed into my finger and caused it to swell up with blood. So that's cool. Anyways, look at this playmat, I guess. Are we gonna be shocked if it's a Greninja? Oh wow, look, it's a Greninja. Who would have seen that coming? It's pretty cool, but, I don't know, a lot of Terra type stuff is just really boring to me. I like the Stellar type the most, but I would have preferred just a regular Greninja for this, personally. Then we have the dice, which are boring. I mean, the purple kind of fits. I guess that fits because he's supposed to be like a fighting Terra type with this box, so, you know, brown kind of works, I guess. I just hate the generic EX symbols that they're doing on these condition markers. We have a deck box featuring the Ninja Boy. So there it is, deck box. You have like the water shuriken pattern kind of expanding outwards from starting with just the circle, so that's kind of neat. It slowly gains its edge as it goes. This is a vertical deck box, which I feel like I don't see super often out of Pokemon companies like TCG products anymore. The one divider is interesting. It's the exact same material as the box, which is kind of what you would want, but that includes the texture side of this, and it's really thick. Like, you can hear the texture. I know some of you were triggered by that. My girlfriend hates those sounds. Fiance, girlfriend, I'm not used to that term. I guess we'll look at the packs next, which are nice and enclosed in this little container, which is interesting. It actually has feet, so you can stand it up. Like, I guess we open it from the side. Good god, how many packs come in this thing? You think I would know that, right? You think I would have checked that, but I did not. I don't think I'm going to do this, but honestly, you could save this thing to, like, display some packs and store them, right? Like, it's not a bad idea. Man, okay, it comes with a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 packs, all from Sword and Shield era. I was hoping for a Sword and Shield in there. Those are all Scarlet and Violet. Then we have a... Okay, that's kind of lame. Why? Well, why? Yeah, code card. Woo! If you're gonna do 4 panels, do 4 cards, man. Don't wimp out like this and this. Why? Like, if you're gonna do 3 cards, just do a 3-panel display. You don't need the 4th panel just for the freaking code card. But anyways, there it is. Sure, somebody will be happy to have that. But then we have the Greninja EX and its fighting Terra type. Yeah, I mean, it's, I believe this is just the reprint. Yeah, Twilight Masquerade right down there. Then we have, okay, an actual promo. So we have Greninja EX, promo number 54. So at least we get a unique card in here. You would hope so with it being a UPC, but it's hard to tell at the Pokemon Company. And lastly, ooh, we have Greninja again from Twilight Masquerade, but you might have noticed something a bit different about this one. Yeah, it's one of the metal cards. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let's compare the sound difference. So when we drop this Greninja versus this one. Like, am I crazy? Has it been like a long while since they've done a metal card? I really like these. They're nice and thick. That just needs to be like a thing going forward. Always include a metal card with a UPC. But that's all of the extras out of the way, so let's start going through 16 packs right here. I'm not good at math, but I think that's like half of a booster box worth, I believe. I could be wrong, but let's pull that out. Code card, and we have the Glimmet, Frigibax, Tandem Mouse, Brigadito, Florgato, Quaxwell, Delivery Drone, Skiploom, Faulkner, and a Quackavole EX. Full art, but I have like 4 of them. Thanks, Paldea Evolve. Honestly, I've been doing so much TCG Pocket and having such bad pull rate that, like, I was expecting nothing, right? Because like, I feel like you have worse pull rate in TCG Pocket, or at least I feel like I have worse pull rate in that than I do in real life. At the same time, when I film a video like this, there's like 16 packs. I am one of those losers who's paying for premium for Pocket, so I get 4 free packs a day. A lot less than, you know, I tend to open in these videos. All of my pack stamina I save for doing videos here on the channel. There was one TCG Pocket video that I had saved up enough pack energy potions to do a full, like, booster box full on a video, and I forgot to hit the record button. So that was a very regrettable day for me. Because, like, getting my setup going for, like, the face cam videos, it's nothing too crazy. Like, I just use basically like a webcam, essentially, for it, because, like, who cares? But, like, getting the actual set going for those, like, at my PC videos actually takes a bit of time. And so I spent a long while getting this room cleaned up, so I had room to get that set going. Then, of course, filmed the video, which was, like, an hour and a half of film time, which means the video would have been probably, like, 40 minutes or so after being edited. And we have the Maximum Belt, a spec rare. Yeah, A-specs are always very hit or miss, and I'm not knowledgeable enough to know which ones end up having value. But, I like to have them. I love the design of these things, and I'd love to just eventually get all of the A-spec cards. Runiclus and the Relincanth. But yeah, so I spent a while getting that video done and realized that I just never hit record on OBS. That, or OBS, but, you know, aired out and just, you know, didn't work in the first place, and I did hit record, one or the other. I know I did one TCG Pocket video since then. Magcargo EX. Again, card I already have, but I'll take it up. And next up, we have a Twilight Masquerade. Come on, give me something in here. We have a code card, then the Finizen, Caretaker, Lampent, Poltergeist, I don't know exactly how to say it. Carmine Swanna, Festival Grounds, Litwick, and Enamorous. Next pack, we have a Stellar Crown. Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the CTB. I was considering using it for, like, my first video after New Year's, or I wasn't too sure. And it just kind of ended up sitting in this studio for a while, and I was like, hey, why do I still have that? Like, I should probably... You know, it's probably one of the more interesting things that I have waiting to do a video on. Like, I should probably just get on that. We have the Venusaur EX. Which, actually, believe it or not, I don't think I have. It doesn't look familiar to me. It'd be wild if I haven't pulled a standard EX already from this set, but there's a chance, right? I'm not one of those dudes who does, like, 10 booster boxes from a set. I've actually only ever purchased, like, a couple booster boxes in my life. I don't know. I'd like to do them once in a while. I feel like, you know, you guys, my audience, would enjoy them. But I think that they're kind of boring, to be honest. Like, yeah, if you're collecting cards, it is the most efficient way to do so. But for, like, the entertainment factor, I don't know, I find these kind of things more interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in that if I did a video once in a while? Because income is limited, right? Money is a factor here. But if I did booster boxes once in a while, would you be interested? Because I did the Japanese ones for a bit. I need to get back to getting some of those. I think I've done 3 of the Japanese booster boxes. But they're, like, a lot cheaper. Granted, you get a lot less packs. I'm not used to having this playmat. Every time I go to, like, wipe away the cards, the bottom card always ends up staying because of the playmat. I'm not used to having one of those here. I feel like the look of a playmat isn't a terrible idea to have on the table. This one might not be the best example of that. Of course, I want to have it like pushed all the way back. If anyone's wondering like why I decided just to have like the black table as the bottom for this set, I just like the way that the lights play with it. Like I think that it gives a very light reflection, and I think it looks neat. It makes it almost look kind of like shiny, like glary. It's nothing crazy, but I just kind of like the look of it, in all honesty. Sometimes just like a plain black is all you need. A long time ago, when my set was like old, I had a plain black background. That was a mistake. And I decided that, like, I need something bright to let things in the foreground stand out against that darkness. And that's how I got this brick. You know, something a lot lighter colored. I was hoping the light would play off of it more, and I guess it does, right? It's better than it would be on black. White is definitely the best color if you're trying to get light to reflect and to kind of bounce off of an object. Hey, we have the Mouse Hold EX. Happy about this guy right here. See, every time. Maybe I just don't actually play the TCG enough, so I'm not used to using a playmat, so I'm not doing the correct method of sweeping my cards off of the play area. Turtwig, Poochyena, Eerie, Colossal, the Boxed Order, Noctowlitten, and the Melmetal. Next up, Twilight Masquerade. We are getting pretty far, and honestly not super impressed with the pulls. There's nothing bad, right? We got an EX that I don't think I've pulled before. We got an A-Spec. I think I've gotten 2 full arts, right? But they are duplicates of mine. So we're not doing terrible, but nothing like wacky either. I feel like the highlight of the day is going to end up being just the middle card that came in this box. I just punched my microphone. My friends love when I do that when we're playing games together, and I just accidentally whack the hell out of it. I do have like filters on that help with like removing background audio and all of that fun stuff. But I don't do like the AI like background removal because it messes up a lot, and I don't like AI removal. I feel like it cuts out too many things, and there are some sounds like that I want to be in place. It will cut all of those out, and that would prevent if I punch the microphone from a large audio spike happening, but I remember I did a couple videos where I actually ran this with an AI background remover, and like, if your goal was just talking head, right, you didn't want any other sounds, it can actually be fantastic. Sometimes like opening a pack or something, it tries to cut that sound out while I'm talking, and it causes my voice to just sound weirdly distorted. Like at that point, I would rather just have them hear the sound of the plastic ripping open as I'm speaking than my voice sound like I'm going through like a tornado. Jirachi Reverse, okay, happy about that, and a Hollow Credilli. And our last pack ended up being a Stellar Crown. I suppose it's fitting since the whole thing with Greninja, this is like, it's the terastallized, so, yeah, Stellar Crown I guess kind of fits. It's not a stellar type, though. Also, we had a conversation in the Discord, by the way, you should join below. I'll also have a thing that pops up here at the end of the video. Still a very small Discord group, but, I had a conversation about, like, the evolutions, and I said, like, they missed their chance to do a stellar-type Eevee. Like, it would be locked in Sword and Shield, right? Because, like, this Terastallized thing is definitely going away in the next game. That's how they always do these, like, gimmicks. But, like, it would be cool if you had an Eevee, like, just an Eevee. But when it Terastallizes into Stellar type, it becomes a new evolution. It doesn't look like an Eevee anymore, right? It would be a really cool thing. But it's far too late for that to ever happen. Impidimp and the Skyscraper. I just thought it would be cool. It's almost like a limited time Eevee. It's going to be locked into Sword and Shield like 20 years from now. Like, that Stellar Eevee is still just here. because it only exists as a temporary evolution of Eevee whenever it goes into its stellar Terra type. I thought it was a cool idea. I feel like some people would hate it. I feel like future me would end up hating it too, because like I want that boy in my game. Anyways, it's time for bonus card of the day. Explanation is going to be right down there. There are a lot of cards in here now. But grabbing from the back, ooh, we actually have a promo card. You can tell because it is nice and sealed. So as far as guess the year, it's gonna be pretty dang modern. I am going to open it before we reveal it. But the only evidence I have of trying to guess the year, because like you're not gonna have any kind of like damaging on here or anything like that. The only thing I have to go off of is the fact that it is one of these sealed promo cards. So I don't have a lot of info to go off of. I'm just gonna say 2022. And we have the Pokeball, Sword and Shield 146. Yep, that means it's 2021. I was off by a year. Yeah, it's the Golden Pokeball trainer card from the 25th celebration of the Pokemon TCG. Well, is it just, that's not the TCG, is it, right? It's just for Pokemon in general. Yeah, very beautiful card. Some people will probably be like, oh, why do you take it out of the thing? Because I'm going to put it in a much higher quality sleeve. You know, actually, since I don't sleeve my cards on video anymore, I might as well show you guys what I use. These things right here are my favorite things to ever exist. These Dragon Shield Perfect Fit clear and sealable sleeves. You're probably wondering why the package is so long if you've never seen one of these before. I already have some loose ones. This is what the sleeve looks like. I've shown this many times on the channel, but it has been a long time. You slide this into there with the extra flap towards the front of the card. Push the card in. Then you take this flap and you actually tuck it into the back of the sleeve, between the sleeve and the card, and you slide that in. Now, if you don't get like a perfect fit, it's not the biggest deal, but I have watched a video of, God, I can't remember the guy's channel, where he tried, like, submerging these in water, and it actually prevented the card from getting wet. So you basically just kind of gotta fold it over the lip there to try and get it, like, as a better fit. And bam, the card is now sealed in from all sides, including, oh, I kind of stretched the plastic out there a bit. But it's sealed in even from the top, because the plastic from the top is now wrapping all the way down to the bottom of the card, which you can kind of see a bit here. Like, right there, you can see where, like, the second layer of the sleeve is on the back. But that means that you only have one layer on the front, so it's just the same amount of obfuscation that you'll get on the hollow, because you're not doubling up on the front, just on the back. Then I just use a pretty standard BCW top loader for these. I like BCW, they make some interesting products, and in my opinion, as with all of these, the quality can go up and down, but I feel like I tend to get really good luck with BCW. But yeah, that's how I do basically all of my hard sleeved cards, and I hard sleeve a lot of cards. I'm insane about it. I'll sleeve like the basic Vs that are worth like 20 cents. They go in a sealable, they go in a BCW top sleeve, well, top loader. Anyways, I figured I would just do that for people who kind of stuck around to the end. Because like I used to like sleeve cards as I went, and it drug the videos out for too long in my opinion. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, sorry about the rant. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that stuff. Over here is going to be a playlist of all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging. Over here, I'll do the last UPC. Why is it not coming to my brain? I don't know, you'll have already seen it. And right here is going to be a link to our community Discord if you feel like hanging out and even giving me some suggestions. I'm very active in there. And, you know, sharing your own collection. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.